If you're looking for a way to level up, one option could be to buy yourself an Elite or SCUF Pro controller. This is expensive though, and maybe you don't want to pay a premium to win. As an alternative, you could modify your existing Xbox Series or Xbox One XS controller to make pro features available to you for a lower price. That's where eXtremeRate comes in with their new Victor Remap kit. In this video, we will take a look at this new kit from the premier controller mod company and delve into how it can boost your performance on the battlefield. eXtremeRate have been in the business of developing gaming accessory mods for a very long time. They make all sorts of kits for Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and PC platforms. The kits they develop cater to the gamers among us who like to improve their gameplay and to those gamers who simply like to make their accessories or consoles look a little more unique. This modification that we're going to talk about today fits firmly in the gameplay improvement category. Some time ago, eXtremeRate produced the Hope Remap kit for Xbox controllers. This gave gamers 4 buttons on the back of their default controller, which could be mapped to perform the same function as pretty much any other button on the controller, including D-pad presses. While the Victor Remap kit is an upgrade to the Hope kit rather than a completely new product, even if you already have the Hope kit, it could still be worth taking a look at this product. The Victor Remap kit again provides 4 buttons on the back of your controller which can be mapped to any action on your controller. Literally every gameplay button can be mapped to one of these buttons. But how is this useful to you? Now, I've done a few videos on this kind of thing and the comments have become kind of predictable. Just play claw. No. Playing claw is a different beast. Pardon the pun. And this is the kind of thing people say to make themselves feel better about their controller habits and justify why they don't have a fancy controller, in my opinion. Playing claw means holding the controller in such a way with the right hand that you use your first finger to press all 4 face buttons. For years and years, controllers have been designed to be held a certain way. They're designed to be super ergonomic and safe for your hands over long periods of gameplay, which claw grip just goes against. Do you want to end up like Chandler from Friends after a marathon Miss Pac-Man session?
As I erase Phoebe off the board. High five!
What is the matter with your hand?
Well, I've been playing it for like 8 hours.
No, of course not. What people overlook is that kits like this are not just about being able to press a face button without taking your thumb off of the right stick. These kits allow you to press any button combination without switching your grip from the default comfortable grip. Claw grip will only get you so far, but back buttons unlock a whole load more options, especially considering you can typically have multiple configuration profiles for different games. Adding back buttons will allow you to drop shot with ease, reload without losing movement ability, and lean around a corner without sacrificing aim, and much more. As I mentioned, the Hope kit that came before Victor also has 4 buttons, so how is it different this time? Well, there are 2 key differences. Let's talk about them. Firstly, the buttons themselves are housed in the modified controller rear shell in a much more OEM looking way than they are on the Hope kit. They actually look like they could have been fitted by Microsoft as a part of the controller design. To achieve this, they have adjusted the shape of the buttons and moved them ever so slightly into a protruding bezel. In my opinion, the new buttons don't feel quite as natural under the fingers as they do on the Hope kit. Now, that's not to say that they are bad. No. The 2 main buttons are actually spot on. The 2 slightly smaller buttons, though, just above them, require a little more nuance to hit. By this, I mean that on the Hope kit, you could easily reach the lower buttons with the 4 fingers and the higher buttons with the middle fingers. With the Victor kit, the lower buttons can still be easily reached with the 4 fingers. To hit the higher buttons requires a slight grip adjustment to use the middle fingers effectively, or by maintaining a more default grip, you can hit them with a different part of the forefinger. For me, the latter option works better. This is neither better or worse than the Hope kit really, it's just different. Both are equally usable, and I don't feel that this should be a deciding factor if you are looking at picking between the Hope and Victor kits. The second key difference is the real defining factor though, and this is what makes the Victor the clear winner between the 2 eXtremeRate Remap kits. The Hope kit only stores 1 mapping profile. That's right, in a world of SCUF and Elite controllers that hold 3 configuration profiles, the Hope kit was rather lacking in this area by simply holding 1 configuration profile. The Victor kit addresses that downfall though, and now allows multiple configuration profiles. However, where the expensive Pro options give you 3 configuration profiles, the Victor kit gives you 6. Yes, 6. 7 if you include the profile that disables the back buttons completely so that they don't respond when pressed. If you're the type that likes to rotate multiple games, then this kit is just what you need. Simply select a color profile, enter the mapping mode by holding the profile button, map each button by holding them down and tapping the button that you want to assign to it, and then when all the buttons that you want to map are done, just exit the mapping mode and off you go. Even if you don't play up to 6 games in rotation, you still may be able to make use of all of the profiles. Imagine games such as GTA, where you have driving controls, on-foot controls, in-air controls, and so on. You could set up a profile for each different control scheme and flick through them depending on the mission at hand. When it comes to installation, there is a consideration that you need to make here. The kit does require soldering onto the controller circuit board. If you are upgrading the Hope kit to the Victor, then no soldering is required. You can simply attach the new rear housing circuit board to the existing Hope FPC board that is already installed in your controller. If you are going straight from default to the Victor Remap kit though, then you will need to have soldering skills or access to someone who does. There is an element of risk in installing this kit clearly, so only attempt this if you are confident that you can do it. If you are upgrading from the Hope kit, then I would give the Victor a 2 out of 10 on the mod complexity scale. It really is very simple. If you are starting from fresh though, then I'd put this at an 8 out of 10 complexity just because of the soldering. As always, eXtremeRate provide all of the parts that you need, including screws and spares. Not just for the kit either, but also replacement screws that hold the rear housing and front shell together. They really do give you everything that you could need to complete the installation of this kit. All in all, I wholly recommend this kit. After installing it onto one of my project controllers, I am now using this exclusively, whereas previously I was using a Scuff Instinct. The back buttons on this are just so much better placed than on the Scuff, making this my go-to controller. The kit's a bargain at $39 USD. At the time of making this video, the kit is still only available for pre-order. The links are in the description so that you can buy direct from eXtremeRate. When the kit is released, I will update the description with Amazon affiliate links so that if you prefer to buy via Amazon, then you can do so and also help support the channel at the same time. Also at the time of making this video, the product had only been produced in red and chameleon colors, which is why those are the colors that you see here. At the time of release though, there will be a variety of colors to choose from, which you can already pre-order. This also includes the ability to get the kit with textured grips, which is what I've installed on mine as I already had a set of textured grips on my project controller. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to do the YouTube things and watch out for more videos coming your way in the future. Next up will be another eXtremeRate product that updates your face buttons to respond as if you were clicking a mouse button, giving you a much faster response. That is something that I'm really looking forward to installing onto my project controller and seeing just how well that does for me. Thanks again for watching.